welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time visiting me, I'm Jessie K, and this is my little space. Today is a special video. I'm kind of changing things around a little bit, trying to figure out what best works for me and so on and so forth. So I've decided to rename my Darker Side of History with a Twist to Miss Legends History and Makeup, and I believe I'm going to upload them on Wednesdays. Yay! I'm so excited. I was trying to do 2 videos a week and I just got really overwhelmed with the different things going on in life, so I've decided to just do the Miss and Makeup like every other week, and then my little space videos on the weeks that I don't upload for Miss and Legends until I can get a better organization to everything that I'm doing. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right on in. As you all know, I do a makeup look and play a recording of me talking about the particular topic. So today we are going to be talking about the very infamous, very elusive, very hairy Bigfoot. And as per usual, you know, I can't see anything once I take my glasses off, so I already did a recording and I'm going to be playing that while I do a makeup look. I've also decided to just do an eye look because it takes me forever to get the rest of my makeup organized. And I will be doing just the eye look itself on camera, and the rest of it I will do off camera until I can pick up a little bit more speed along with my technique. So I think today we're going to do some type of, I'm thinking brown smoky eye, because we're going hunting for Bigfoot, everybody. So let's get on into the recording, and then we will start the makeup look.
Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti, Ohio Grassman, Yowie, Skunk Ape, Cherokee Devil, Midnight Whistler, Momo. Bigfoot has gone by so many names over the centuries, but the most common name for this creature is Bigfoot. Why, you ask? Because he has big feet. People who have reported seeing one of these cryptids say he is anywhere from 6 to around 12 feet tall, walking on 2 legs like a human, hairy from head to toe, usually very smelly, and known as a type of ancient primate of some kind. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. If you haven't ever heard of Bigfoot, y'all have been living under a rock your whole life. I know most people have grown up hearing the stories of Bigfoot, seeing the alleged evidence, watching the numerous TV shows out there dedicated to finding this elusive creature. Not to mention the many movies made throughout the years, some sweet and cute, and others just straight out of your nightmares, where he's just this relentless killer and so forth. Even some of the reports on Bigfoot are scary as hell. But the question remains, does Bigfoot actually exist? Tons of people will say yes, definitely he does. But as far as science goes, they say he doesn't. Scientists claim that Bigfoot is just a case of mistaken identity and could just be a big bear or something out there in the woods. Really, a bear walking on 2 legs. Not too sure about that. I also know there are so many hoaxes out there as well for people who just want their 10 minutes and fame, right? I've watched the shows, seen the movies, have lived in the middle of nowhere with my own experiences with this creature. So if you want to hear them, please continue to watch this video. As of today, there are still hundreds of sightings still being reported across the world, not just in our backyards. It seems every country and culture has their own version of Bigfoot. There have been so many footprint casts, some pictures, even videos on him. But in my honest opinion, and this is just my opinion, my favorite and most compelling evidence documented on this creature is from the old Josh Gates TV show Destination Truth, when him and his crew went into the Himalayan mountains looking for the Yeti, another version of Bigfoot. They had found and cast a footprint plus caught something which could have been him on their thermal imaging equipment, heard him making noises and such. Then the second time they went, they found random hair on a tree and had the DNA analyzed, which came back as an unknown primate species. Well, duh, it's unknown because you can't actually catch one of these things to study it fully, which honestly, please don't go catch a Bigfoot and turn him into a guinea pig. That's definitely not cool. But then again, it's not like anyone has ever came close enough to even getting a decent picture of him. Just saying. I believe there are tons of animals out there we don't know about. New species are discovered almost daily, and also animals people thought to be extinct for who knows how long are being found again, like the giant squid, and I even seen something the other day on the Tasmanian devil being spotted in the wild again. Just because scientists can't get their hands on an actual living, breathing creature does not mean he doesn't exist. These are just my opinions, of course. Now, when I was researching topics for this video and spurred my attention to do something on Bigfoot, I found information on Missouri's legend of Bigfoot, which they named him Momo, which is short for Missouri Monster. Standing around 7 feet tall, completely covered in very long, shaggy, brown or black hair that even covers his face, giving his head a large pumpkin shape, with glowing orange eyes and a stench so bad he can be smelled for miles. Even the hunting dogs hated it. He was first spotted near Louisiana, Missouri in 1972 by two children saying he was covered in blood and carrying a dead dog. After that, he was spotted, or in some instances smelled, by numerous other people across the area, always close to the Mississippi River, which, if you've ever followed Bigfoot sightings, it's usually always around major waterways or deep in the woods with plenty of places to hide. Like in Missouri, we're considered the cave state, like the Merrimack Cave, which is a super popular tourist destination. My favorite is actually Onondaga Cave because, for one, it's not as well known, but absolutely gorgeous to tour. And the history there is amazing, even including visits by our notorious Jesse James. But enough about that, and back to Momo. After word spread about this creature, hunting teams were set up to try and find his footprints. They were trying to find him. They found footprints and made casts, but nothing really substantial was ever found on him. Some people claim to this day they still spot him occasionally, and not just in that area, all across Missouri. What makes Momo so mysterious is the fact he disappeared just as fast as he appeared in that area. By winter, there weren't any more reports coming in on him. And plus, the residents had also reported seeing strange lights in the sky at the same time Momo was being spotted. Could he be related to UFOs? I don't know. Maybe. It just seems that whole thing was odd from beginning to end. I also tried watching the movie made on him, which was so unrealistic and cheesy. I don't know, but to this day, people absolutely believe he was there, and in some cases still roaming Missouri. Now, I've said before, I've lived in the middle of nowhere in a very small town in southeast Missouri for about 5 years. But my family has owned the property for over 25 years, I think. The town is so small, the census is around 400 residents. It's mostly woods, current river, lakes, and of course, a plethora of caves. When I lived there, I was pretty young, early teens to mid-teens, and my dad was a firm believer in Bigfoot and would tell us all the time that he had always felt being watched when he'd be out in the woods either hunting or logging. At one point, he claimed to have seen him, and my mom also claimed she'd seen him as well at the same time. But as for me, I didn't experience anything while living there other than the fact I was scared to death to be outside alone, especially at night, and I definitely didn't venture into the woods to go look for Bigfoot either. I eventually moved back to civilization, and now I'm going to share my account of my experience with a possible Bigfoot. It was about 2 years ago, I think, late spring. My family and I all decided to go down there for a mini vacation before the summer hit. Late on our second night there, we were all sitting on the porch chilling, just enjoying the beautiful evening and the sounds of the bugs and the whippoorwills in the trees with the fire going in the pit. While the kids explored around the area, the house sits down a hill surrounded by woods. Neighbors are pretty far off, and most of the homes around here are used for hunting and vacation purposes. So, no, there wasn't any random people walking around the woods. And besides, my grandparents owned about 112 acres of woods surrounding the house anyway, so no other humans should have been out there. The kids were up the hill walking around, and all of a sudden they came running back down the hill screaming something was walking around up there. And since everyone is so fascinated with Bigfoot, they all assumed that's what it was right off the bat. So that spurred everyone on to try and catch a glimpse of this creature, or even catch more noises or something, just anything. The kids were actually pretty excited when we all agreed to go ahead and see what happened. It'd be fun, they said. It'd be exciting, they said. So we walk about 100 yards from the house in a couple different directions, and the boys, of course, are yelling and screaming in true Bigfoot fashion, just like they've seen on TV. Yay, fantastic. We could clearly hear something moving around in the woods, but we couldn't see anything, just hearing the rustling in the woods. So my son went ahead and picked up a tree branch and was attempting to make the tree knocks just like on TV. He's standing there banging on a tree, and we're just all waiting in anticipation for anything to happen. We're all standing there in complete silence for what felt like forever, when there was a response that started right up ahead of us, just outside the struts of our lights and the dusk to dawn light. Something hit a tree back 3 times. We all just stood there looking at one another like, what the F just happened? Then knocks started coming from other directions of the property as well, all around the house, like whatever it was there was more than one answering each other. To this day, I still don't know if maybe it was just an echo or some kind of maybe it was just an echo of some kind, or we were actually witnessing Bigfoot answering us back and others answering that Bigfoot, that we were all standing out there. I will say at this point, I was terrified. A part of me wanted to gather everyone up and run back in the house and forget that ever happened, but the other side of me was like jumping with the excitement that something just seriously answered back, and it could very well be a Bigfoot. My son continued knocking on the tree, and the answers kept coming for a while, but then everything got quiet, and we all had this feeling of being watched. I remember at one point, a rock had been thrown in our direction, landing close to my son, and by this point, I was just done. Whatever these things were, they didn't want to be messed with. They just wanted to be left alone. So we all decided we were done with this little investigation and headed back into the safety of the house. Needless to say, I've never went Bigfoot hunting again. The next day, the kids did go out into the woods to see if they could find any evidence of whatever was there, and didn't see anything. No footprints, nothing. So, is Bigfoot real? I do believe there is something out there that just hasn't been fully discovered yet. Like I said before, there are plenty of places in this state that a Bigfoot or more than one can hide and not be found. And with that said, and the amount of people and technology we have today that are out searching for this elusive creature, it comes to be said that he either just doesn't want to be found, which hints at this creature's intelligence level, or he just doesn't exist. But at the same time, there are so many areas around the world that haven't been explored yet, and animals out there that still haven't been discovered. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed this recording today. That is all I have on this subject. For now, goodbye, y'all.
I hope you guys enjoyed that thoroughly. That was my encounter with Bigfoot in the country. I'm going to pause the video for just a moment and finish up this eye look I've got going on here. I think it's looking pretty doggone good. I'm liking it a lot. And then we will close out the video. Alright, this is the completed look today. I think it turned out really, really well. I love the eyes. The eyes are just, they're fantastic. Let me see about zooming in here and I'll show you my eyes really quick. I think everything just looks completely on point. I don't do false lashes because, number one reason, I don't know how. I struggle with it. The second reason is because I wear glasses and it's hard to find actual eyelashes that doesn't hit my glasses. I may do a video as a blooper reel showing you how I cannot put on false lashes. So anyway, let me know what you think of my video today all about Bigfoot. And yes, I did have that experience. I did not make it up. It is completely 100% true. This did happen 2 years ago. And anyway, so I hope you all have enjoyed the video today. Please let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you have any other suggestions for future videos, any other legends or myths or anything that you want to share with me that I could put on my channel, that would be great. Any kind of suggestions would be helpful. Let me know what I can do to improve my channel. I've tried getting better lighting, better sound equipment. I've gotten a new camera, so I'm hoping all that will make this video look like the best one that I've done so far. So anyway, as for the products I use, most of everything I use from the drugstore, like Walmart or Five Below. I've even gotten some pretty decent stuff off of Dollar Tree. So if you want to know what they are, just let me know that in the comment box as well. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. You know you want to subscribe to my channel to see more of this and to learn about all of our darker histories and myths and legends that have been passed down from generation to generation. That is my passion. Anything that has to do with history, any kind of mythical creatures. I mean, I'm into all of that stuff. So anyway, so please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope everyone has enjoyed this, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day or night whenever you are watching this. And I will see everyone in the next one. Bye, y'all.